Hey guys, Matt here. Welcome to Learn to Discern. A few months back, I made a video concerning Tomi Arayomi where we looked at a prophetic word that he gave where he said Americans were going to be forced to eat bugs in 2024. Well, since we're now at the end of 2024, I thought we would revisit that prophetic word to see if it came true. Spoiler, it did not, which makes Tomi Arayomi a false prophet. But before we get to our assessment, if you guys want to help promote Christian content here on YouTube, please go ahead and take a second now to subscribe to my channel, and thank you in advance. Okay guys, as you can see, the title of the video that we're looking at today is This is Coming to America in 2024. In fact, it's already here. So not this is a prediction of what may happen. No, it is coming. In fact, it's already happening right now. And if you listen, and we will in a second, to this video, you see that Tomi is allegedly getting this based off of some sort of vision or dream or prophetic encounter, something that he claims he's had with the Lord. And we're going to see what he claims was supposed to come to America in 2024. And we're just going to ask ourselves the question, did it come to America in 2024? Let's go ahead and check it out.
I saw the United States of America forcing people to eat bugs. And I saw meat being changed into bug food, literally. And people are going to restaurants and they were eating bugs like they were John the Baptist. And this shocked me because this was all done in the name of a new religion or an existing religion, and this religion was called global warming or the global warming crisis. Everybody turned to eating bugs. Bugs was like in the restaurant menu, you could have a cockroach, you could have a botfly, you could have chicken nuggets, but they weren't chicken. You could have a chicken burger, but it wasn't a chicken burger. It was made of protein from insects, and people didn't seem to mind too much. But there was an elite group of people that were eating all the meat, and the rest of us were stuck straddling eating bugs like we were somehow in a poverty-stricken country. Now,
I shouldn't really have to go any further. I mean, it's very clear at this point. He claimed that in 2024, people in the United States of America were going to be forced to eat insects. And he even gives a couple of examples, like you might go out to a restaurant and when you're ordering off of the menu, you might have to choose basically what sort of insect you want to eat. Or potentially, maybe it will say you're ordering a chicken nugget, but really you're going to be eating bugs. He claimed this is coming to America in 2024. And we are supposed to believe it because he had some sort of alleged prophetic encounter with the Lord. Well, guys, in 2024, the United States of America was not forced to eat bugs. I have been out to many restaurants in the year 2024, and never was I forced to order insects. This word clearly did not come true. Now, what I want you to pay attention to, we're not going to listen to much more of his video, but we're going to look at it again, even though I've already assessed this, because I want you to see how false prophets will attempt to use bits and pieces of information that is floating out there in the news, and they'll say, see, this validates what I am saying. Oftentimes what happens is a person will read something in the news, and then after reading that information, they'll claim, oh, the Lord spoke to me and told me this, but they're really just repeating back what they've read in the news. And I want you to see how Tomi Arayomi is going to point to a news source and say, see, this verifies everything that I'm saying. 2024, here comes the bug food. Everybody's going to have to eat insects. And we're going to actually look at the news piece and see that he's misrepresenting it. He's really lying in the way that he is, or deceiving people in the way that he's presenting it. And of course, we're going to see once again that it doesn't back up his prophetic word. Let's check it out.
Was America poverty-stricken in my vision? I didn't see that. Not saying that that's not outside of the realm of possibility. But I saw it as a cry for global warming. Now, these are things I mentioned. Now, I just want you to take a look at this newspaper article. Can we head on over to it? This is a newspaper article from just a few days ago, and it reads something like, oh, I wish I had my glasses on. What does it say?
I pointed this out in the last video too. I have to watch it again. It's just so funny. You heard him say, I wish I had my glasses on. Now look at him. He's wearing glasses. So obviously these must not be his prescription glasses, but I always find that funny that he's like, I wish I had my glasses on as he's wearing glasses. All right, let's check it out though. Oh, excuse me. Here we go.
Just a few days ago, and it reads something like, oh, I wish I had my glasses on. What does it say? Tyson? You can speak, don't worry. Tyson Foods.
One of the biggest meat
America's biggest meat producer
is investing in insect protein.
There it is. Tyson Foods, one of the biggest meat producers, is investing in insect protein. In case you don't like CNN.
All right. So we can see that now he's putting up, hey, here's this article from CNN. It's talking about Tyson Foods. They're investing in insect protein. And that is apparently supposed to lend credibility or legitimacy to his so-called vision. Let's take a look. So, look at your screen. Look at the article that is listed. Now, let's go to this other tab. Hey, what do you know? It's the exact same article that he had posted up there. Now, let's read what it's actually saying. Let's see if this article is telling us that we should get ready to eat bugs in 2024. It says Tyson, a major U.S. producer of beef, pork, and chicken, is betting on protein that comes from insects. The meat processor said on Tuesday that it has invested in Protix, a Netherlands-based insect ingredients maker. Tyson is not only taking a minority stake in the company, but it is working alongside it to build a U.S. factory. That facility will use animal waste to feed black soldier flies, which will then be turned into food for pets, poultry, and fish. So, what are they going to use these insects for? Food for pets, poultry, and fish. But look at the final paragraph that I have highlighted. Those flies are not going into human food at this point. And so now we look at this other tab. This is from Reuters, a U.S. news agency. A fact check about Tyson doing this deal with Protix. Is it going to result in insects in human food? What is the verdict? No evidence. The scope of Tyson Foods' partnership with Protix is limited to the use of insect ingredients in animal feed, not in food meant for human consumption. So not only do we know for sure that Tomi Arayomi's so-called vision that he claimed was coming, in fact, he said it was already happening, and it never even got started. So no, it didn't happen, and it wasn't happening at any point. Not only do we see that, but now we see how he is going to take a news article and just basically not show it to you, but put it up on the screen and say, oh, this gives me legitimacy. No, if anything, Tomi, you have outed yourself as a very, very clear false prophet. Friends, know that my heart in doing this is not because I somehow think that I am so much greater than Tomi Arayomi. All of us are born dead in sins and trespasses. It is only by the grace of God I am what I am, that I'm saved, that I am a Christian. It is all His grace. The reason that I am doing it is the Bible gives consistent and clear warnings about false teachers and false prophets and how we are supposed to have nothing to do with them. And Deuteronomy 18 gives us the standard by which we can tell if somebody is a false prophet. If somebody claims that they have heard from God and they are speaking in the name of the Lord and what they say does not come to pass, that person is a false prophet. Now, there are numerous examples with Tomi Arayomi, but this is a clear one because oftentimes his prophetic words are so vague. He doesn't actually say anything. This is one time where I can say, hey, he actually said within this year, this thing is going to happen, and it did not happen. Therefore, if he did have a vision, which I'm really doubting, but if he did have a vision, we can know that its source was not God, because God is not a liar. Okay, he is not going to do that. And so, friends, we see very clearly Tomi Arayomi is a false prophet. He is somebody you need to avoid in your faith. All right, guys, I hope today's content was helpful to you. If it was and you want to help get content like this out to more people on the internet, please take a second now to subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, God bless.